This is my last board meeting, and I'm not going to be present in your next decisions. But one of the things, hearing the students from different perspectives, is that, and I want to thank the students for coming, and I want to tell you, where are you in these processes that we have? So I really encourage you to participate in the next processes, to be the leaders that you are, and to see how in this process of next boundaries, as well as choice, as well as the new high school that we'll have, you are involved because you are the leaders. And I thank you for coming, but at the same time, I ask you to continue to be sensitive to the differences and similarities that we all have. And we need to be, to talk more and to have courageous conversations. And I think that somehow, be it an article or an editorial or tweeting, as Mr. Lander said, I'm not into that scene, but somehow you all communicated. So keep on communicating, but be part of the solution, not of the problem. So thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you to the students. I really appreciate you guys getting involved in making your voices heard. One of the things we strive for is to educate our students, not to train them. And so I'm glad to see you take time to display thinking and thoughtfulness. I want to thank Mr. Harity for his email today. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Some of the feedback we got, as Dr. Cannon in reference, was inappropriate in tone. And I was reflecting when I was listening to all the young people speak that the murderer down in South Carolina was convicted today, and everyone was outraged. I mean, who wouldn't be outraged when a guy openly talks about racism and executes people in church? I mean, if we can't convict a guy on that, it leaves a racist manifesto behind. If we can't get angry about that, then what can we get angry about? But it's the subtleties of racism. It's the subtleties of biasness that we seek to educate you, young people, about how to be thinkers, how to analyze information. And so when someone posts something on the internet, no matter how great it looks, take a second to analyze the information. See if the facts are accurate or if they make sense before you comment, to ensure that the information that you're receiving is accurate. That is what we hope to do as a school system. And we hope to do that for each and every one of you, regardless of how much money your parents make, regardless of if you're white or black or if you've immigrated to this country. When your parents, when you and the student advisory board, when we meet with you, we try to learn your names, we try to learn your stories, we try to familiarize ourselves with who you are, because you ask us to see you as individuals, not as middle class white or immigrant. And I took a couple notes because there were some things I thought was interesting, and I just want you to take this back, share it with your teachers, share it with one another as you, again, become thinkers and analyze information. And don't take what everyone says, even what we say, at face value. Do your own research. There was a man just last week, a grown man that drove up from North Carolina because of something on the internet and shot up a restaurant based on something that wasn't true. So I challenge you to be thinkers and not followers. Equal doesn't mean equitable. There is a difference. So when you speak to us this evening and you use the word equal more than once, I took note of that, because that doesn't equal equitability. And that's what we're after. You reference Dr. Violand Sanchez fight for diversity. Well, if you listen to Dr. Violand Sanchez, as I have, and worked alongside her the past 7 years, she hasn't been fighting for diversity. She's been fighting for opportunities for all students. She fights for black students, for immigrant students, for white students, for North Arlington students, for South Arlington students. She's not fighting for diversity. She's fighting for individuals, for people, to see the value in each and every one of us. And lastly, diversity, and I've said this previously, means different things to different people. It could be race, which was brought up a number of times here this evening. But all of us are elected at large, technically nonpartisan. But I bring that up because as we talk about diversity, I had an opportunity to spend some time talking to people who voted for Trump. And I challenge you to go sit and speak with someone whose thinking is different from yours. That is diversity. Go sit down and talk to people who are conservative. Go sit down and talk to people who get up every morning and go to work, come home, want to be able to attend a school event nearby their home where their child goes to school, feeds their kids, go to bed, get up and go to work again the next day. They do that for about 3 weeks before they get, a paycheck. And then find out about that struggle when we start talking about diversity. I think the buzzwords are nice, but one of the things that we want for you, again, is to be thinkers, to be able to analyze information and take a step back before you speak. My father used to tell me God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you listen twice as much as you talk. And one of the things that I think is important and lessons that I take away is everything, again, on the internet isn't accurate. All of us are available. I am the liaison to Washington Lee School, and I welcome any of you to reach out to me and have a conversation. I have been to PTA meetings. I've been to the school. Mr. Harry and I, we're going to try to find time to meet before the holidays. I am available. I welcome conversations about diversity and race, and we will have some of those. But you're going to have to be open to other people's points of view also. That's the other side of diversity. So I thank you tremendously for spending some time here this evening. And for the record, I do know